The Scottish Government has updated its advice for travellers returning from certain countries amid fears over the spread of coronavirus. They say anyone who has returned from these areas since February 19 is to stay indoors and avoid contact with other people, even if they are not showing symptoms. Instead, they are to phone their GP or NHS 24 on 111 out of hours. The areas affected are. The warning expands. For South Korea, anyone who visited the two cities at the center of the outbreak, Daegu and Cheongdo, is advised to self-isolate for 14 days, even if they do not have symptoms. For Iran, all returning travelers are requested to self-isolate, even if they do not have symptoms. For northern Italy, all travelers returning from specific lockdown areas identified by the Italian government are advised to self-isolate, even if they do not have symptoms. Any other travelers returning from parts of Italy north of Pisa, Florence and Rimini in the past week are asked to monitor their health and self-isolate if they develop symptoms. Anyone who has traveled to the UK from Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar and Vietnam is also now advised to monitor their health and self-isolate if they develop symptoms. Commenting on the updated advice, Scotland's Chief Medical Officer Dr. Catherine Calderwood said, "Scotland remains well equipped to deal with any positive cases of coronavirus. While all tests here have so far been negative, we have established plans in place to ensure a rapid response in the event of a confirmed case. However, early detection of any positive cases will be vital to contain the virus and stop it spreading. That's why it's vital people stay up to date with the latest health and travel advice, and take the same basic precautions they would to avoid colds or influenza, such as washing hands and covering their nose and mouth with a tissue when coughing or sneezing." Existing advice from the 4 UK CMOs remains in place for anyone who has travelled to the UK in the last 14 days from mainland China, Thailand, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia or Macau to stay indoors and call NHS 24, 111, if they are experiencing cough or fever or shortness of breath, even if symptoms are mild. It comes as we told how travelling Rangers fans are experiencing concerns ahead of their match with Braga tomorrow. Some fans booked a fly via Milan for the match in Portugal, which comes as Italy is scrambling to contain the spread of Europe's first major outbreak of the virus. According to the BBC, police are manning checkpoints across northern parts of the country, putting 11 towns into lockdown after 229 people tested positive for coronavirus, causing 7 deaths. For more on this story, visit the news article link.